as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happen in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a noisy country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
And why we should go through this rigorous, chaotic, demoralizing, and inexplicable situation after much cogitation on this clandestine and surreptitious, furtive, he said, and I quote, "I am not a magician. Forgetting words are like egg. Once broken, they are gone. Once spoken, they remain indelible in the heart of man." Come to think of it, do they have the powers, the spiritualism, the abracadabra, the voodoo to perform the magic, and as well transmogrifically transmute and transfigurate this ugly, debilitating, and exasperating situation? I saw it. The locution, "I am not a magician," in its jocularity in quote 1. 2, the uncircumscribed bluster and in a vituperative ululation. I saw it in their hocus pocus explicandum, explication, elucidation, where we thought the shibboleth was a travesty and a parody to lampoon the masses expected eleemosynary from the government. After the miserly, the niggardly, the chase-appearing, the penurious, and the parsimonious, that I will say and remind us at this point in time that this is democracy. The government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not oligarchy, plutocracy, and aristocracy. The catchword, the byword, the shibboleth, the locution, the conversion, the paroxysm, the spasm are counterintuitively excruciating, malodorous, horrendous, odoriferous, and odorous. But I pray that there's so much acclimatized transmogrification, there's so much acclimatized transmutation. It's not an act of sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Could it be the political Moses that will take us to the promised land? Only on this note will I koto in their poho, or else I will not koto in their poho.
Sententious, inarticulate, and uncommunicative on this act of recidivism, which is the verisimilitudinous xenophobic attack on my consanguinities. Thinking it is a part to honorific
terrorist and meticulously verbose, vocalize, and eloquent from my hypothalamus that I want to apologize for any whammy-rammy, tracassery, and ding-dong that employee have eclipsed your hippocampus. Let me say that it is quite unfortunate that a crack-brain like Scallywag, Nincompoop, and Nitwit is actually serving you. But let me assure you that I'm here to make sure there is no more quandary, bedlam, and first and foremost, let me officially introduce myself before we continue in this Kurero. Pregnomen, cognomen, nom diplom, rubrics, and nomenclature is Professor Titus, an academic juggernaut, apparatchik, and a Lollapalooza egghead in this habitat. And I currently am the head honcho, gaffer, and high mokamok of this gentle, decorous, and pulchritudinous edifice. We have to elevate, propel other Homo sapiens that are in a state of privation, impecuniosity, vision, and see how we can get them to the crescendo and so that they can be able to, purchase things to imbibe into their Benji and Tom. They can be able to have. So I want to say that I don't want to eclipse you in a state of hukum or pandemonium. That is why I decided to come and have a tete-a-tete Correro with you. But first and foremost, let me, as she is here right now,
It's in a political hogomondogous way. Yes. Political holy-poly. Tell Mr. President, we are tired of the mendacilloquence, prostitute, and Zabanism. Yes, mendacilloquence, telling lies in an awful way, prostitute, propaganda. This impedimenta, combustible, and volatile lemma, in its maximum exoneration, reminds me of the biblical Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. What germinated the abnegation and repudiation? What an academic mwahaha, academic yo-ho-ho, caused by these political yo-yos, political yobos, in their leadership rococo, leadership rababaration, in conjunction with administrative bemusement, holy-poly, and discombobulation, in their obstreperous, malevolent shenanigan and hocus-pocus agenda. Your boo-boo has poo-pooed into your business. The bifurcation and abdication of the vision in the name of honorificability to the nitatibus, just to score cheap political points. Then floxinau, sinihilipilificating. You see, distilled tea, politicos of torrent rodomotates and defalcators that you and I know. The lab notation of their eleemosinaries, ostentatious and libidinous lifestyle shows that they are out. Oh, obliteration, mutilation, decapitation. Say no to this academic bantigism, academic noctambulism, and academic malocclusion, which their children are not part of. It's in a political somnambulism and malocclusion. It's in a financial and economic bantigism. Look at the way the game politics is becoming a bugaboo. What a political holy bully. What a political hoity-toity. What a political foodie-doody. What a political hocus-pocus they have come with. What a political jabberwock. What a political poppycock. What a political gobbledygook. With this consternation, I ask that you accept my pertinacious circumlocution. Accept my pertinacious circumambagous, grandiloquence, and magniloquence. But I will tell you this, I will not koto in Japoho. I will refuse to koto in Japoho. Thank you. It is appalling. That is the reason I've been in a compendious laconic lacuna, not a recapitulation. But let me tell you this, that it is leca and pulchritudinous, that in a legotla, in an imbizo, flagitious and enervating lematas were excogitatedly ruminate how the recidivistical politicos move from budget disappearance to budget doctoration. But now we are faced with a debilitating, exasperating thing with a financial lobotomization. But I pray that this will not ignite a clamorous remonstration. Now, come to think of it, how dare they deplete the citizens of their obstreperous and vociferous modus vivendi? Enough of this vilification and solipsism. This is execrably pugnacious, pestilential, and attenuating. Imagine the imbibition and abject ululation. Why?
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country, so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. is still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
The creator and sustainer of the universe, who keeps watch over us. There's no God greater than him. There's no name greater. There's no name that surpasses his name. Yes, he is the good God who keeps watch over us, who keeps watch over the good leader, little watch over the ruler with the instruction to repent of their despotic instinct. That God is good. We are grateful. Yes. My dear sister is on. I've not seen you for days. Very good that you are back. Thank you so much, Duarte. Hope that you are faring well to be back on the show. Juju Onwe, Johnsonville, Salabia, Lee, Jeremiah, Labla FDA Community, Stephen Yakade, District 2, Lower Magibi County, Paris Slover, New Jersey, USA, Boyman, Gwinnett, Jamaica Road, Silver, Washington, Broward City, Benson, Deville, Victor, Broad Street, Helen Elliott, John Toweli. You are on from Boulevard Junction, Venetia's Bar, Fatu Conan, Magibi County, Georgia Onwe, Johnsonville, Theophilus Chie, District 17, 5th Kelvin Bappin, Nema United, Johnson Dolly, New Jersey, your residence, Navarros M, Toronto, Real Madrid, Navarros M. Okay, we've got a day in between, so let's see how it goes. If Real Madrid wins, fine. We congratulate you people and get ready for another El Clasico. If we win, and I know we will win, it is a foregone conclusion for Barcelona. So Navarros M, we got a day between us. Hope that you are faring well from where you are. Toronto, Henry Tito, Junior, Carwell, Papi Keita, F. Dupont Rowe, Philip Kura, Dubai, Willem K. Sumawulu, New York, Staten Island. Hope that you are faring well. Great man. Joshua Kuiga, Bushro Island, Douala, James Doka, Bartnottsville, Amara Jala Amara, Kamara, Brussels, Belgium, Bappin Paul Lee, Johnsonville, Joan Mamalu, Gale Street Business Center, Usman Sol, Gale Street Business Center, Gabriel Lawson, Iron Factory, Block That's Broad Street, James Doka. Yes, FCB. The FCB will win. Good. You are blessed. And Naomi's son, Butcher Island, Philip Flomo, Benson Street, Philip Flomo, Benson Street. You are on Benson Street. That's good. Yes. Patience Wisner, Lynch Street, Patricia Zia, your office. Emmanuel Bro, USA. Yes, great people, great people. Harris Tamba, you are on from Faith Chapel Evangelistic Ministry. That's good. Jackson C. Poning, Iron Factory, Block C Community, the chairman himself, the ever-potent chairman, the reference point chairman, the melting pot chairman, everything unique characteristics, representative of God's unique creation. Roma Rico, or Kenny Ball for short, is on. Great. Good to have all of you. Honorable Chairman. Great people. It's a great day. Great day. All right. So the season is around the corner, and the children are very clever, very sharp. They know all of the seasons. Parents don't need to tell the children when the seasons are before us. They know all of the seasons. They know that when we are in October, the next month is November, and they know that after November is December. So they start to remind. So we got some cash to help you, the parents, out with 20,000. We've given out 20,000 on the King's cash giveaway. Is 20,000 and 5,000. Put all together 25,000. You can get such a huge amount in this damning bad of economy under the Unity Party government. Play the King's cash giveaway, 20,000. We're giving out 20,000 today, as well as 5,000. You can get either one of the two. Dial star 79 and star 24 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Start playing on before we are out. Start playing. The atmosphere is unique. Play as many times as you can, and then you will be announced. Let's see. Let's get started. I know that you can. Dial star 79 and star 24 hatch. Play with only 200 Liberian dollars. That's all. As many times as you can play. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whichever way you are doing it, just play. And then we will announce you, call a draw. Hit the jackpot and get ready ahead of time. Take those priorities off ahead of time. So before we get in the second week of November, the third week, before December 1st, you already have everything done for your child or children. Then you can use whatever money coming in for another thing. Simple as that. That's life. That's opportunity. That's luck. Can take advantage of it? Well, it's up to you. Okay. So let's get started. What we've got. Let's see what is unfolding out of Liberia as quickly as we can. We are in Nigeria. Police there rearrested former presidential candidate and activist Omoyele Sowore just after a court had granted him bail. A magistrate court had granted a group of over a dozen protesters, including Sowore, bail earlier in the day. However, a statement from his legal team indicated that Sowore was rearrested shortly after making bail. He had been apprehended alongside 12 other dissident voices during a protest on October 20 against the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Biafra separatist IPO group. Kanu's brother, Prince Emmanuel Kano was one of the 12 individuals taken into custody earlier this week. Lawyers of Sowore described the arrest or rearrest as a mockery of the rule of law and a violation of his fundamental rights. Uganda's president, Yoweri Museveni, says his country's democracy is not like a theater democracy, which he claimed is being practiced in many other countries. His comments are contrary to the 2025 reports issued by Global State of Democracy Initiative, which ranks the country as amongst the bottom 25% of democratic countries in respect of rights, representation, and the rule of law. According to the aging leader, his country's legislative processes encourage representation to allow all citizens to participate in governance. He also highlighted Uganda's commitment towards affirmative action, which has increased the participation of women in politics. Also, assuring the people of his country that after the 2026 election, he will no longer be contesting. Police in Ghana have rescued 57 traffic Nigerians and have arrested 5 others suspected of operating a human trafficking ring involved in cybercrime. The victims, aged between 18 and 26, according to the authorities, were forced to engage in online romance scams. The raid in the capital, Accra, also led to the retrieval of 77 laptops, 38 mobile phones, 2 vehicles, 3 television sets, and other internet-enabled devices as evidence. According to a police statement, the victims were allegedly lured with job offers in Ghana. After 2 months of rallies, promises, and political maneuvering, Tanzania's official campaign period has ended. As the country heads to the polls on October 29th, tension and anticipation filled the air. President Samia Suluhu Hassan faces voters for the first time, while the opposition hopes to chip away at decades of CCM's ruling party dominance. That will be doing it for developments unfolding out of Liberia. Let's see what we've got in Liberia. Well, it seems only one issue that I'm going to discuss today. I had filled the plate with a number of significant talking points, yes, but I substituted the rest because in broadcast or journalism, there's something called importance, not only importance, but the typical and trending nature. Not only that, but the character associated with such event. Well, if anybody would think that George Weah isn't going to come back to power, well, they need to just look at the reality on a daily basis. This man is a magnet. He took up time, just as Unity Party people would say, let me say the same. No, I can't say the same, but let me say it this way. They say George Weah is sick. So let me say the walking sick or the sick man turned out today at the mosque in continuation of thanksgiving unto God for the breaking of the groundbreaking ceremony. Benson Street and other parts, other streets of Monrovia people, some people went off. When I say some people, I don't mean those who turn out. Unity Party. Some of them, they are convinced now that truly George Weah is a magnet. George Weah today sent another message to his opponent. Unity Party, under no condition can they win 2029. The sick man, everywhere the sick man goes, the crowd swelled by 25. If you know what that means in mathematics. Everywhere George Weah goes, the crowd swelled by 25. He was at Benson Street Mart. As you see on the screen. Well, I don't think I can say much, but just look. That's it. That's George Weah there. Can you see him? Can you even see the street? Everywhere, the entire Moravia today was flooded with people. They came out, they left their businesses, everything they were doing to see George Weah and show their support and their readiness that their vow would never, never be broken. 2029, the vow will be sealed. And Unity Party, it sent shock waves into Unity Party officials. They saw it again. October 18, the morgue, they say, oh, it was your XYZ. They've seen it. Everywhere we are going forward from October 18, October 24th, beyond October 24th, you will see everywhere we are go. Take it for a joke. This man is a magnet. This man is charismatic. This is one of several things. When you hear magnetic character, charismatic character, this is it. If you have not known the definition of a charismatic leader, a magnetic leader, if you have not known, you have not been taught that, you have not had the opportunity of knowing and seeing that, well, this is it. George Weah is a magnet. George Weah don't have to rally anybody to tell the people I'm going XYZ, you come there. He doesn't need to pay anybody. Just the sound or the message that George Weah is coming to this place, before he can get there, the place is flooded. It's just, what you see is what the people in the Bible, they call a sea. Sea. You hear in Revelation, they say, the writer said, I saw the beast rising out of the sea. It's not a reference for body of waters, but a reference of multitudes of people. The sea, that just a minute portion of the sea you saw today. I'm using that description used in Revelation. It said, I saw the beast coming out of the sea. Out of the sea is not a reference for water. It is a reference. The writer was using that metaphorically for multitudes, uncountable number of human beings swelling by the number, by the minute. Nobody tries George Weah. Unity Party is scared. They're thinking now what to do. Imagine we are in 2025. 2026, the national election starts to prepare. All of the political parties, they are putting the bits and pieces together again. George Weah will be moving around. So just imagine Weah's county tour. Imagine how it's going to be. The people have resolved. This is a resolution. You've seen. This is a vow. This is a vow, a resolution. It's unequivocal. You can question it. You can put any number to it. You try to phantom the why and how. It can and it will not come. This man is a mystery character. You can understand why people like him so much. You have to ask God. And God will tell you that he made him special for a specific time like this and a place called Liberia. And Unity Party said there and said they will win 2029. Won't see it. Won't see it. Nobody on the ticket of Unity Party can beat George Weah. And they can never ever attempt to cheat, because the margin will not be a tsunami. I will not go for that word that they usually or they use repeatedly in the past. I will go for the description, gulf, used by God. Gulf. If you know what gulf is, a gulf margin is outright concession. You can question it. It would be two. A gulf is just like from Central Moravia, where we are, all the way, Ivory Coast, beyond Ivory Coast, a kind of margin. Unity Party vote will be infinitesimal. They can appoint their own elections commission. They can appoint their own chief justice. They can appoint their own associate justices. They can appoint their own defense minister. They can do whatever. They can never. In fact, all those people will look at Joseph Boakai. If he will contest now, they will look at him and say, look, Mr. President, the thing here, that history too. The man had one claim. He conceded democratically. You were soon unconstitutionally. History has repeated itself. Let's leave it. You think the people are stupid? It's not going to be any petty margin. No, the people learn sense. They learn sense. The people have resolved on George Weah. George Weah is a magnet. And there's this other side. Every day we're telling you, you can believe it. The only man who holds God first, George Weah second, the security, stability of this country. The stability and security of this country is not with the government, but the government is the government of the day. It is with George Weah. You see, if George Weah just say, look, this thing is happening, we need to do this, do that. And you see the human being, imagine the number of human beings that will come out. That whole country will be upside down. The international community will be forced to send people to maintain stability. That this man you overlook. Me, if a president, I tell all from the man, I will be beside the man 24/7 and say, Weah, come beside me, yeah, be happy me, guide me. You think Ellen was stupid to bring George Weah close to her? You think Ellen did not see Ellen, who is very educated, highly educated? You think she could not have relied on her own expertise and the expertise of the others? She looked at everybody and drew Weah close to her because she knew Weah is a magnet. Weah has the people. What did Winston Tubman say when there was this misunderstanding? And then George Weah said, okay, no problem, since it's this way, let's give it up. Winston Tubman, you can go as standard bearer. What did Winston Tubman say? He said, everywhere they went, it was because of George Weah the people came out in their mass. What he meant was, it was not about me. The charisma that we have, I don't have it. The people did not see me as the person that they look up to for direction. It was because of Weah that my popularity grew. He said, everywhere we went, the people came out because of George. This is the man that you overlook. You think it's a joke? That George Weah is a joke? What do you see as God's blessing, God's protection, God's covering? That's why Weah doesn't talk much. And if you want God to be on your side, you don't talk much. That's why he said, be slow to speak, slow to hear, quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. Then he goes on, he said, whatever they're doing, whatever the adversity you face, don't revenge, I will do it for you. Let me tell you, Weah popularity, 6 years, prior to the 6 years he stayed, Weah popularity in opposition. That popularity he had in opposition, many people say it dwindled, went down because He came to power now. At the time he was in opposition, the people really liked him. They threw their weight behind him. They saw him as the best alternative. He came to power. He had a messy rule, so his popularity has dropped. May I say to you, given all of the indicators we have seen and have known of this man, may I say to you that we are popularity in opposition. We are popularity as president. It's the same. And even now, we are popularity has increased more than he was in opposition and in government. When I tell you people that Unity Party officials, they are campaigning for George Weah, people overlook it. Listen, we ain't got to be prowling all around. Oh, political day. It's not the bragging. We look at the indicators. I've always told you this thing. That's how it worked. That's why God put it. How God said the word. Signs. God said, you know how you are so educated, Unity Party, you say, you brag, you boast, but you do not know how to discern the signs of the time. Look at George Weah. Everywhere he goes, this man is commanding the sea. And you say you will defeat him 2029, Unity Party. You can see the signs. George Weah. The man would not control in their parole. Where is that? The man will not control in their parole. He will not control in their parole. The great Newton, no, let be there. Keep it at Newton. Keep it there. The IT man, Newton Tokwa, man behind the scene. All around the world, the people who are behind the scene are the main people, are the people can do everything. The people who talking, I want Roger to talk. But the people doing the hardware are people behind the scene, but you can see them. We can only take the praises. But Newton Tokwa doing everything. Credit to him. Yes. Where is that? Where is that? I want to get that. Okay. I want to get that. George Weah will never, never ever control Idiot Powo. Where is it? Okay. Let's go. You said that's just the introduction, the second intro. Listen.
George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever, never ever buy in to your tricks. Forever, never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
This government assigned things that have investigations of other is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to they cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
That's true. That's true.
The Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency. So he can the Unity Party can continue to show that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can the Unity Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
Now there is a reason. Please listen carefully. The guys are planning against George Weah. The guys are planning. We heard some things today. They are planning, and if they are not careful, this country, they will plunge this country into something that this country isn't ready for yet. They are planning They are taking it little by little. They want between 2026, the latter part or the middle part of 2026, 2027, to bring indictment against Weah and his people. The goal is so that Weah will not have will not participate in the election, just like the guys are doing in other countries, bring charges against the opposition, especially leading opposition, this, bam. Now, this statement that you hear, don't overlook it. We've heard some things from the government. Not everybody in Unity Party government satisfied with what is unfolding. They leak out information. Listen, we are saying it. You will say, oh, the people said it. These people at the close of the day, going 2026, 2027, they will bring several indictments against Weah and his people. The goal is so that this man, given how magnitudinal he is, a magnet that he will not contest. And so if Bwaka isn't contesting, Jeremiah Kun can go on a silver platter, no contestation. But it will not happen. They are being exposed every day.
Sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
Sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
The only reason they're coming out with all kinds of tricks, with several possible indictments, because this man is a magnet. They see this man as the threat to them going into 2029. They are convinced from what they saw on October 18th, Saturday, what they have seen today, and what they will see. George Weah's popularity has grown by 10 than it was. If anybody would think that George Weah's popularity has gone down, then you are dreaming in hell. George Weah's popularity has grown by 10. And nobody, no institution increased George Weah's popularity than the current government. When we tell you people must God come down to save first, all that you see happening to George Weah is in the Bible. We brought the situation with Nehemiah going to rebuild the walls. When the people came out, they subjected them, they terrorized them, all kinds of things are happening to them. Nehemiah put up the bravery and said, I will go and rebuild. Weah said, I'm returning home to rebuild. You know what it means as a leader. You sitting, watching the television, your headquarters coming down, your people in Liberia crying, sharing tears, groaning, can't believe what is happening to them. Then, Unity Party people celebrating, making awful statements, mission accomplished. They are down. They will not exist again. And then you expect God himself will not come in for protection and then prosper George Weah? Listen, Unity Party, they increase. Yes, Arrow, too many things happen behind the scene. My boy Newton talk about working hard. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. When you have humble, respectful person in the background, that will happen. Yeah, he getting everything done. Yeah, every little thing. Technologically, Newton making sure that everything is on course. Yeah, Unity Party. I told you people when I was saying it or looking at it, that the breaking down of that headquarters increase the resolve, increase the love of seditions for their leader. That passion gone 10 times. Listen to the people on Benson Street. Let's get some of the others. Let's go to the others. Oh, it's the only thing today. Then I go and see you. The only thing. When I'm finished talking, I'm gone. I'll leave you there. Oh, Nipple Street. Yeah, Nipple Street. Oh, my man. Yeah, sit down. Stephen Conton, sit down. It's Friday. Friday is the magnet carrier day. Come so. Stephen Conton was there in the midst of the multitude. Embarrassingly, but not bad. I said embarrassingly, intentional. I'm intentional with that word. Embarrassingly, he did not do the kind of coverage that he had wanted to do because of the multitude. And you know, it's always difficult if you know what that kind of coverage is in broadcast or journalism. When the multitude has quadrupled, you can't do anything. You don't have space. You're being squeezed. The number is rising. So in that kind of situation, you either try the best you can to sneak out and stay somewhere that you can just overlook the crowd, but you will do nothing. You can't even get to the person you want to get because the crowd is swelling by the day. That's the situation. He is here with me in studio, Stephen Conton. Good. It's on the screen as you can see, but there are other issues around there. Spice it up. Let's hear you.
All right, thank you so much, Sam Andrews. So as you stated earlier on, we're at the Newport Street Mugs just a moment ago before I came back to base, where the former president went, coupled with some officials of the CDC, where they went to have a Thanksgiving service, following the successful groundbreaking ceremony of its a new party headquarters. Just a Sunday ago, the president was at a church. So, as somebody who believes in religious tolerance, it was just important enough to have carried, such a Thanksgiving service to a mosque in recognition of what we term at religious tolerance. So I went there, though I was a bit late because I have to do the news, and after the news to get in and other thing, but I was able, to grab other thing that he said, because I reached there immediately when he was called up to, let's say, be able to speak, to give a statement. So there were a lot of things that he talked about, and many among those things is the issue that has to do with peace in the country, reconciliation, religious tolerance. Over the period of time, There are a lot of people who have questioned or probably criticized the former president's association with the Muslim community. Even when he was serving as president, other people termed his association as something that he was doing probably to have gotten political dividend and other thing, by even going afar by appointing a religious leader from the Islam faith. And so he was able to speak to that issue to the St. Andrews, that even as somebody, I've had this association with the Islam faith when I was coming up. He even made mention, he recounted that he even attended Islamic school, and other thing. And so people who are going about saying that is something, according to him, they don't know about, but rather, and even beyond his association, he's somebody who believes, in religious tolerance. He believes that whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, everybody worships the same God. So the issue of, no, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, he said he does not believe in that. So these are some of the things that he talked about. But so, like you said, if you even check on our page now, I just posted a video that I did, and just a few minutes ago, that have gone over, let me check it out, over 2,900 plus people have watched the video with a lot of comments. I just posted a video wherein the former president was leaving the edifice of the area, coming out of St. Andrews. Sometimes I wonder, like, my colleagues and I were talking. We have cover a lot of programs where the current president would be there. He have had engagement with citizens and other things, but it just somehow to say extraordinary whenever the president appears somewhere. The number of people, the humans that we saw down there, it was just something that is beyond words. So, jokingly, my friend was asking me, he said, "But Stephen, why would happen if the former president goes out every day? Don't you think there will be chaos? Yeah, there will be chaos, and lives will be lost, and because the security alone, the crowd that was there, they overwhelmed the security. Those guys that were there ensuring that the president is safe and gets in the car before going, and other official. The people that were there, they overwhelmed the security. So it was just something that just beyond words."
Okay. Thank you so much, Stephen, for giving us a on the spot description. Yes. Okay. Apart from that, away from that, briefly, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is in Ghana attending not attending because the ceremony is being planned, but a series of events taking place. The former president is there. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, as you can see, this is the former president walking, being greeted by Ghanaian officials. Yes. So let's show you something. The current president of Liberia is unpopular. In his own country, he's unpopular. This is the man that you people said won the election fairly, and this is the man that you people say will beat George Weah. In his own country, we have seen presidents in this country moving, and the crowd will come out in multitude. Here is President Bouakai. I don't know whether you can see because we are still on the screen. You see few people. Today, Bouakai is moving. You see few people outside. The president of the Republic of Liberia. This is the only president in the history of our country. He comes out like ordinary person walking. I think if I came outside walking, you see people can be around. Sam Andrew. Oh, the journalist, Sam Andrew. The president, can you imagine? The president is out. Look, you can check the number of persons around. This is the president. Sorry if you can't see too clear because the magnet The magnet stay on the screen. Judges, he stay on the screen. You see, too pathetic, man. Too pitiful. Yeah, please train yourself. Strain your eyes. You see, this is the current president. This is the current president. The man is going. Nobody had time. Look at the people. Few people just standing up. Few. They have no time. This is President Joseph Human Boakai. Today's ceremony in Kakata, the United Nations 80th anniversary celebration. Only few people turned out to see him. Yeah, Dorcas, don't worry. The magnet is on the screen. So, yeah, we can substitute the magnet for. Okay, Dorcas. Yeah.
This government assigned security to the former president's house. This government is capable of bribing any of its security to plan any evil in the former president's house. This government has done so many things that have questioned the credibility of the president. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, this is a bad example. If a former president, the police should go there to verify. Let them come out and say that fire incident is a lie. Have they gone there? What happened to President Weah's house? It is not party chairman house. It is not speaker house. It's not NSA director house. It is the house of the man who was just the chief executive of the country. It is the house of the man who was just president of the Republic of Liberia. We are talking about someone who held the mantle of the country. That's the person we are talking about here. It is not just any obscure person. But in fact, I believe that our United Party is responsible for this. I think the statement issued by CDC is very weak. And I think they need to beef up that statement. It needs to be augmented to be more pointed towards the government. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. That Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that Joshua is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, this is a bad example.
Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Bad person, Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never person, Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. Joshua would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
So that's it. When you hear a statement of intent, this is it. This is it. The second, I know y'all will mock this one again, but only people in their stupor, meaning insensitivity, refuse to admit the reality, would say this means nothing. The crowd, or these crowds, swelling crowds, you see with about 4 George Weah is fixed. Is fixed. That means It can't change. It can't change. It's not coming down. No, it's not leaning. It continues to go up. It's increasing, going up. Unity Party will try to do everything to prevent George Weah from contesting 2029. Listen up. We're talking again. When we tell about, oh, yeah, our opposition people. Oh, the opposition people that are attacking. Yeah, we're opposition. But we are human beings who read the signs of the time. There are people who will doubt. We talk the signs of the time. The signs of the time. We look at the signs or the indicators that what people do all around the world. God in heaven himself. God, look at the signs. The signs. That's why he said you do not know how to discern the signs of the time. God in heaven himself said it. He said, you do not know how to discern the signs of the time. Meaning, it is only knowing the signs of the time that you will not mock anybody or take it serious. Yeah, Papa, your sorrow. Yeah, Dr. Newton took is in the background, yeah, giving him hard time. Yeah, not easy. Technical work, yeah. Yeah. Dorcas, you say you want it on the screen. That the man do everything, yo. Me, man, working in the background. We can only take the praises. Say Andrew, Israel, but we are seeing everywhere that they be doing everything in the background. How working Newton took yeah. So the man's popularity has not dwindled yet. You know it today. Every day God show you people sign. But you people don't want to learn. He show you the sign on October 18th. He show you another sign October 24th. He's going to show you other signs. If you overlook it, it's up to you. When you overlook it, it's up to you. But let me tell you that George Weah returns to the presidency 2029. Joseph Yeman Boakai, president of the Republic of Liberia, cannot, under any circumstances, beat George Weah. Vice President Jeremiah Cohn, under no condition can Jeremiah Cohn beat George Manning Weah. Cannot. The two individuals, they are not strong. They are not formidable candidates. They cannot. They are not candidates to defeat George Weah. When we tell you people, you will not believe it, that the election was temporary. The election, 2023 election, was temporary. Yeah, the president there, Joseph Dorcas, yeah, the president, George Weah, convoy moving, the road jam-packed, the road swell up, everybody will come out. You have Joseph Yeman Boakai there. You see the man? The man moving like that president. The only thing that made you to know that Boakai president at the cover attracting people, but not the personality. George Weah convoy don't attract anybody. It's George Weah personality that brings people out. That magnet, the name We are. People are not connected to you because of the materials. They are connected to you because of your personality. Walker is the president of Liberia, but Walker does not have that political personality. George Weah is not the president, former president. George Weah before the presidency was very popular. George Weah in the presidency popular. George Weah after the presidency even more popular. Look at Mr. President. You think that one of these politicians around you are going? I think Musa Belede, when Musa Belede was going in Nima County, I think it was better than this one. We saw people lining up every part, the two extremes of the road. Musa Belede, it was better represented. Going. Yeah, the president, the place is empty. Every time Ellen Salif, let me start from Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor moving along the route, as dangerous as he was, people will still come out to see him. Ellen Johnson Salif moving, people will come out to see. George Weah moving, people will come out in the hundreds, the thousands, stand up waiting for hours to see the president. Walker moving, nobody get time. You don't take this off the screen and pull the magnetic character back. Just wanted to see because you are asked to see it on the screen. George Weah is the magnet. But please, just stick this in your head. Unity Party knows they can beat George Weah. They know very well that George Weah will defeat them pens down. And they wouldn't want to lose the election. So they are designing several strategies. They are convinced that truly George Weah is a magnet. They are convinced that the people have resolved and they will come out in their millions. They know that very well. They know that. They can. So they're coming out with different strategies. Please, you're listening.
If a former president, the police should go there, sign security to the former president's house. This government is capable of bribing any of its security to plan any evil in the former president's house. This government has done so many things that have questioned the credibility of the president. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, this is a bad example. If a former president, the police should go there to verify. Let them come out and say that fire incident is a lie. Have they gone there? What happened to President Weah's house? It is not part of investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. With investigations of other issues that we know of, there's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Of other issues that we know of, There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Our person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
So here is the latter part of the closing of this. Then we out. I said only one issue today. The other ones we'll discuss it next week. So here is it. They aren't smart enough. We are ahead of them in our game. They are not smart. They ditching out, as per their so-called strategy, some cash so that they'll get some people talking. They don't want to come. They don't want to be saying. They doing it in a way that they will want certain people to put themselves up as surrogates to be used. Today, the inconsistent man, the man who called Joseph Boakai the beggar, the man who said Boakai has no value and essence, the man who referred to Joseph Yuma Boakai as tricker and trickster. They gave him, it looks like that what it seems. So he had a news conference today, Heron Costa, saying all kinds of nasty things about himself and his people, saying that the George Weah and his people, that the justice minister should move to do this. We are then did this. We are then still walking around. They should be arrested. They should be placed behind bars. All kinds of stuff he had to say. We can understand that he's struggling. He stayed begging their attention. Things not well. They ain't trust him. He wants to survive. It's not easy. So he's putting himself in the forefront now to front or like putting why the government is not moving to do this when they should be done. And all kinds of stuff he had to say today was just laugh. The plan is not working. The plan is not working. They think that they are strategic, but they are not. They are not strategic at all. They try to be strategic, but they don't know how to be strategic. Not at all. So he had all kinds of stuff to say, whichever way he said it. But he's not a character to be taken serious because he damaged himself. It's over. He finished. Whatever he can say. I think he just need to beg so they can give him some kind of director position, he said now. But he's done. He's done. He finished. No one leaves George Weah. And you think you're saying all kinds of nasty things against him and God will allow you to prosper. You will not. No, not at all. So the man sent another message again to Unity Party people. And you see it? Benson, Newport Street, yeah. Everywhere from the gas station, from the intersection, all the way to the other intersection, everywhere the traffic was diverted. There was a traffic jam because our city is such that when one street blocked, everywhere is blocked because no alternative routes. The man on Nipo Street, everywhere from the intersection, United Nations Drive, that intersection, going all the way up, no way for cars to pass. Joining into Benson Street, what is it? At Benson Street, Benson and Kerry intersection, everywhere, those surrounding streets, jam-packed too. Because we are went there. Just the personality we are. Boaka went to the mall. Did not Boaka go to the mall? What you saw? He acted like he was so friendly and down to earth president going to market to buy. He did not even know how to do it. We don't need to do all of those things. No. The people just love we are naturally. When you natural, you natural. When you artificial, you artificial. You natural, you can't force anything. You don't fake anything. It is natural. It's just you are the image in the people's mind. They can't wait to see you. When they see you, they are excited. Even if they are hungry to the death, they get filled and revived by seeing you. Just hearing the name, George Weah. The artificial or natural with fake things. That's what you saw Boga doing. You are trying to bring out the personality that he isn't. Go to the mall and then he say he's buying things from people. Then he did the journalist then. Oh, the president has made a stop and the president is buying. Yeah. Does George Weah need journalists to be talking that thing? No. The journalists will not have space, as you see. The journalists were trying to raise the personality of the president. The president has just made a stop to the women, and the president is buying watermelon. The president is buying it. That kind of personality, you aren't the person, but you're trying to be that person. No, you can't, because you just not. You don't have it. George Weah, just let the people hear George Weah is coming here. Forget it. Before that announcement can descend, the people already there. And that this man, Unity Party say they will beat 2029. I'll pick you, yeah. That one, I think that in Utopia will happen. But they saw majority of the Unity Party people, they know they're scared. They're saying it. They're coming to their senses now. When we told you that the election was tampered with, the National Elections Commission, in concert with Unity Party, created a mystery corridor to cut votes. And because CDC wasn't vigilant, they weren't discerning of the signs of the time. We're going to the place. Every day, we're going to the place, sitting, watching the National Elections Commission, doing XYZ. We get back on the radio on Capital FM. All this thing is happening. All this thing there. We reach out to the citizen. Yeah, oh, Sam Andrew, and you lead that thing. And Joey are winning election. And look at the president, the development the president can. It's a chief. That's true. You can say that you sound so good, but you're not looking at the indicators. You're not saying what we're saying. Oh, Sam Andrews, you lead that thing. We have the people. Yeah. When I start turning song in a way now, it's going to say, and say, oh, my man, the thing you're talking at you. I said, no, chief. No, it is where we are winning. That's why this time around, if we ain't come to a senses to flush some of these people out, because they will come as Judas says again. He has to be careful. He will win this election. We are interpreting the signs of the time the same way we were doing a couple of years ago. They said, oh, we were stupid. We're making noise all over the place. We said, no, we're not making noise. Oh, that the signs of the time we can look at. Oh, the how God set the wall. When it start getting shit now, it start going that kind of way. They say, I know. I'm not saying it from any propagandistic standpoint. I'm saying it naturally because I saw it and knew. We covered that the National Elections Commission, even before we came to power, we saw Francis Johnson Allison over there, how it was. We saw how they call the other man, the counselor from Oya. We saw the counselor. Well, how they call him, man? And how they call that counselor? Sorry, I just forgetting your name. Then David Etta Brown Lasana. We saw all of those people. We knew how they conducted themselves when it was time. Listen. After everything, sit down with Edward Appleton in his conscious self, whether he will not tell you that he was brought into the race, that he was an inserted character. Tell me, does Edward Appleton have the personality and the command of the people than Alexander Cummings? No. As much as Alexander Cummings, people refer to him as 1%, but this country is a witness, a testimony of how Alexander Cummings inserted himself in the political space of this country. Came to the scene. No one knew. Nobody knew that man. Nobody had the slightest thought that somebody was coming, just as it was announced by John the Baptist that Jesus is coming, and it was nothing. People just heard Edward Appleton. Edward Appleton getting large votes from on the side. Cummings getting 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. Edward Appleton getting 500 votes. He getting 20,000 votes. Say 18 here. Yaka. You see, listen. I was telling the guys in the news and they didn't believe it. I said, all these things here, that's just because of George Weah. But when I think about these CDC people, these CDC officials, just get weak. That's just because of George Weah. These guys, they did not help Weah. They did not help Weah, or they put Weah in this mess. These people around, those people that were around Weah. How many times did they not talk to those people? Oh, Chief, look at the 1-year-old Chief. Let's do it this one. Chief, we'll get on the radio, we'll talk the one, we'll say this. Chief, we know how to do it. You do this, you do that. Oh, yeah. The man, the papa is popular. Look, the president constructed Emory Hospital. The president constructed it. I said, Chief, yes. But you want to go beyond that. The people know all of that. The election will be tight. What difference you want to tell the people, since they already have testimony, so that they remain fixed? That yes, we're saying all of these things. We are convinced. And with these things, we will do even better. We said, Chief, you're moved from behind the man. You're spread all over. It is not a campaign. When the leader goes this place, everybody goes there. When the leader is on the side, everybody. Then what happened with the other places? So Unity Party started capitalizing on those places that they were not, that they neglected, and start playing on the people, psychologizing them, hypnotizing them, cajoling them. Before they could realize it to go to those places, it was late. And when National Election Chairman started doing all that thing, I just fold my hands and walk out and say, hey, over a finish, 1 hour later. Say, God, I ate there. Thank you. At least you show all the signs we share with the people. They say no. The same thing we're doing again. The same thing. I am convinced 100%, even 500%, that we will return to the presidency 2029. And we're in show as we are doing. Not for you officials, but for George Weah. Weah is the personality. Where personality remains. You people don't have the personality. That's why many of you today, you can look at yourself and you say you have life. It's because of George Weah. All of you people, all by yourselves, you could not have the life that you have today. It's this personality. He hasn't lost his essence. He hasn't lost his value. He has not lost anything of himself. Anything. He hasn't. No, nothing absolutely. He methinks everything his natural self, coupled with his supernatural blessing. It is this Weah, it is this personality that the rest of the people are getting ready to rely on. I'll pause here. Weah returns to the presidency 2029. Let's turn to you, yeah? Let's turn to you. Let me see some of the comments first. Matthew Choloplane. That's why I keep saying this. We should keep all eyes on those so-called 3 persons, AFL, Chief of Staff, Net Boss, Justice Minister. These are Boakai. These are the people Boakai going to use. CDC should sit down again and be the official. The guys in other countries, they are far ahead of the government as opposition people. When you're in opposition, ain't no time for diplomacy. It's time to be far ahead of your game. Who's saying this one? Okay. Oh, okay. You guys are intellectualizing. All right, that's good. That's good. All right. You did well. You're continuing to do that. Let's step up the debate. Yeah. Let's step up the debate. So let's have this break. Then we turn to you. Let's have this break. Then we can get to you first.
CDC coming again. Drawing blueprints, breaking ground. A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising. The roofs are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start, through laughter when tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
Joy, Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle me.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. Y'all ready? CDC, y'all ready? Let's go. CDC come. CDC come. CDC build. CDC build. CDC ready. CDC ready. Headquarters coming. Hey. Oh. Yeah. We building a new home. Let's build. Oh. Let's build. The men they want me more than my make it in my way. Hey. Let's build. Oh. Let's build. We did it before and we can do it again. Hey. Let's build. Oh. Let's build. The men they want me more than my make it in my way. Hey. Let's build. Oh. Let's build. We did it before and we can do it again. Now watch this. We coming again. We coming again. We coming again.
We will do it again.
We coming again. CDC coming again.
Drawing blueprints, breaking ground. A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising. The rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start. Through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
Let's build. The men they for evil, they not make it in my way. Hey, let's build. Oh, let's build. We did it before, and we can do it again. Say, we are the masters. This is our party. It's not a building. This is an idea. This is our struggle. This is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
The Blue Revolution is building a new home.
They break it before, we better before. They break it again, we were better again. They break it before, we better before. They break it again, we were better again. They in position,
The best,
we in opposition.
the best,
They gave us eviction,
the best,
a turn to demolition.
the best,
We turn right,
the best,
we turn left,
the best,
we do this,
the best.
we do that, the best.
They are so mad for no reason.
All the charlatans, all the motivants, all the miscreants, all the surrogates.
They are so mad for no reason.
These apologists are for rescue puppets. Tabula rasa put us in economic destitution.
They are so mad for no reason. We're coming again, 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 CDC coming again.
Oh, Jarastafara, what a wow. It's a redemption day.
0772 23 99 33 0777 98 03 75. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving out 20,000 and 5,000 Liberian dollars. You can win either of the two. Play with only 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Play as many times as you can, and you could win 5,000 or 20,000. If I were you, I press for the 20,000 and the 5,000, 25,000. So much money that you can do so much as per your plan. Keep playing, always play, and let's see how it goes. Let's go. You don't want to explain history. Don't stay long. I want to take as many of you as I can. Just go straight to the point. You go off the line, the next person comes on. I don't want to cut you off, but if you came on explaining history, romanticizing the line, flirting with the line, then you will be cut off. Let's start. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Paul Mola. I'm calling from Chingitu Factory. Yeah, I think it would not be in the best interest of the country for President we have to come back to power 2020 now.
All right. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
This is Nehemiah calling from Tubero. Let me show you a story experience during the past election. What you say everything is okay, it is right because we were contracted. Let's say our own partisans, they told us to serve as observer for CDC. Guess what? When they put our knee down, our knee came up. But during the last setting, we went at the city hall at Brazil court, or when our knee couldn't be formed. So Jay Mashi. So at the end we saw all the observers for CDC were not able to even serve our observer, were not allowed, were denied.
All right.
And the party stole the show. They imagine T-shirt. How ruling party
Okay,
was.
Chief, thank you. Hello.
You listen, Andrew.
Yeah, let's hear you. Not going back into history.
Thank
Talking
you.
about the present.
This is the Mediterranean from Bishop Memorial County.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, let me just say this. I always call it New York and telling this to Liberia is and not. One of the key factor of our downfall. You see the party structure. The structure of the party in the girls people to the legal country.
Chief, that one for Isiaka. That one for Isiaka. When he come, you tell him that one. Isiaka will address it. I'm talking about the present condition, the present personality, the magnet, George Weah. I'm gonna go into explain history about CDC. It's up to them. My goal is to propagate to sell. Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Yeah. My focus is George Weah, not CDC. Yeah. Let's hear you.
2020 back. They just hitting their head. I see the crowd to the mosque. All the bodyguards singing and they praying. I see the mosque back. 2029, we coming back. What's not talking to them? I say we are to come back. We will come back with veto a long life. Our person had to come and work for us. Our well they can do it for us. We are victory. Come back, Papa. We're waiting for you. We are only all vote for you. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, people.
Chief, 0777 for the women, man. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Mr. Andrews, I'm from Albert, that come from Apoko Corner, down Coast School Hill, Wingtown community. Firstly, Mr. Andrews, I want to tell you thank you very much for your many pointers. For my attention have been drawn to the tenants of President at the Nipple Street Mall.
But that's the only thing I talked about. I did not talk multiple issues. Okay.
I appreciate the construction committee for that, big move. Because I believe religious tolerance and religious inclusivity is a good tender for ethnic leadership. I appreciate that. But Mr. Andrews, look, 2029, what will happen? It will be more than human tsunami. You only speak when the margins are marginal. But what unity party will suffer for 2029? It will be too marginal that there will be no way to change. Even in an attempt to change, there will be no way. The party will be defeated, and that is just a prelude to it. This just paradise, they are done. They lie. They are lying, pocketed them until their own partisans have rejected them on a daily basis. Thank you very much. 2029, nothing, even a down to the bottom level will not stop President we have from returning to the executive marshal. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes, they were from Johnson City. Thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. I see it China on the internet, the crowd of Johnson Street, but we are going for it anymore. So now it's a no state. Let me tell you, Andrew, they got what I call say the reason you see in Nepal, yeah, King President we are, they're talking everything in the president, people and they talk, because they know President we will come back. they know that they can make it. Any matter where they will dish up money in the country, where they in power, they will pour money outside. But we eat it, like people will eat it, but they will reject them because they will go in the country. They are not the referral pool. They want all trouble in the country, and the men that lost the country, they will bring you back. And we see the quality that people who are against president, but the same on a daily basis. They know that you will come back and be safe. Let me tell you, 2029, as they said, since you official name will be smart. Let me tell you, we're not talking about since you official name, will be a president. We are that they will not pay attention to that ballet. They told us to the man coming back as I tell you, I'm a woman. But they told us to the man before that time reach, the men that will protect the ballet will not be easy. I said, we will kill all the men that will never forget what's in power. Because we protect the ballet, we will protect it, we are left with everything because that was fisher. So we're not going to play forward with it. We'll protect it.
All right.
Thank you very much. We'll bring it back.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
This is Disney King, and I do join you from my resident here afternoon. Mr. Andrew, we know we sleep. We sleep along the way. But I can assure you that 2029 will not be 2023. The mistake we made, those mistakes will not be repeated in this 2029 election. We, like my sister said, we are going to have carry at the polling center. We will protect our vote.
Chief, that thing, that future, man. My man, that future thing. I'm talking about personality, George Weah. I'm not talking about where we protect valor, we protect. Yeah. That's my focus. That one CDC can handle it for CDC. I'm talking about personality, George Weah. Yeah. George Weah is my focus. I'm coming to that point. So if you can, then you'll move on to something else.
I'm coming to that point, Mr. Andrews.
But go straight to the point, Chief.
I just doing that in
that one for party CDC will handle that one. My responsibility is to raise the personality, George Weah.
The two characters cannot be compared.
What that got to do with vote?
That is an open secret. George Weah, the other day there's a gizzy church that around the how they call it, the GSA Road Junction there. Mr. Burger went there. That place, they were having funeral service there that day.
Okay.
But for George Weah to just cross the road and go to station, there was a traffic jam in our area. So George Weah personality and that of Mr. Burger, they cannot be compared. That thing Burger went on today to Kakata looking like some kind of representative coming. Yes, but George Weah, that whole city are going to be locked down today.
All right.
That is I mean, that's not something that we can argue. So they know it. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Sam Andrew. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah. Let's hear you, man, Sisi.
Thank you for the show, my brother. It's very odd. No, they leave George Weah as a magnet. They leave George Weah. The president in power in this country, and when you go anywhere, no matter if you care for him, the man in power, see what's going on at the place there today. But girl, watching the last today, see what went also there to go to the war a basic speech. And you get your president in power anywhere you go, even Charles said about today, when he passed it, they say, where that man pass? Because nothing going on in the country. Everybody finish the peace. And different now we can't joke about it. You make it for if you think we will not come back. That's Pluto is coming from it. You look for Pluto, not from that, you know. We will go everywhere to make sure we will go back. They play for they have to everywhere we are go. People behind him. What happened to Boga today? You can find what going on with him. What's wrong with Boga? You say you president, you opposition you best. We need position you best. For what reason? What's going on in the country about Boga? About George and Boga? What's going on? You see two of them? When we're here anywhere, yes, they're coming. When we're yes, to the people, the whole place will be part of when to part of him might be. For example, coming somewhere, nobody talking about him. So tell you, say, first of the night is show for we are. Thank you.
Right, man. Sisi, have a nice day. Hello.
Mr. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you. This is Austin from District 13, the movement for we are 2029 presidency coordinator District 13. Let me say this. Thank God that the management spirit, the president we are in himself today to the people. After all of the rumors in the failed party that he was unwell. But let me say this shortly. If Mr. Boakai make an attempt 2029, what he wanted during the election that if he doesn't win, there will be the end of that period. We will give it to him. We are urging the airport community to prepare a special troop because from the campaign of 2029, they must be here to the end of the election. Because any attempt for President for Bwaka and his team, that Billions will be in as he wanted. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Chief. 0777 for women, man. 0777 980 for women, my man. You're not understanding English? They say women's line 0777 980 Then you calling 0772 2399 33 for the men. Hello.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
This is Mr. Johnson Barako from my Barclay City View. Thank you for the show this evening. I want to ask somebody that said that Joria will not come back 2029. What have Joseph Baka done that Joria will not come back 2029?
That unity party people say,
okay, thank you, sir.
They say you will not come back, don't mind.
Okay, we're waiting for them. We prepare for them.
Yeah, but they saw it today. Yeah, thank you, sir. They saw the second sign. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is the Romeo traffic calling from the Japanese freeway. Yeah, Mr. Andrew, that person who said that we will not be able to come back for the country. It is true, we will not be able to come back to all the Waka again. But let him get prepared, he will wait up for his trip because 2029 is where we are going to protect our life and our property. The Waka see that the step for the election and the way for Edward Appeton, that will be the aim of Labrador Honor Joe of Waka. We prepare and we ready. But the issues, yeah, we always beat the crowd and get prepared for the break their heart. Because everywhere they talk about Rasta said, they miss one and surrogates. They will always see us, we are saying you.
Have a nice weekend. Keep playing the Kings cash giveaway. We are giving out going into the weekend 20,000 and 5,000. It's up to you to take. It is only our responsibility to encourage you to take it. You can tell 25,000 so much of money. Just multiply that in United States dollars. Dial star 79 and star 24 hatch. Play with only 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Play as many times as you can. It's the only thing I can say to you. If not, well, then that's it. Don't be complaining the country high. And truly, the country high on the Bwaka. So we're looking for means, whichever way. Our partners say, oh, let's help the people, radio entertainment. So we're announcing it to you. Play, win for yourself 20,000. We're giving out 20,000 and 5,000. You can win either or you can win all. Only 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. And then you dial star 79 and star 24 hatch. Hello.
Hello?
You are on the air, Chief.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel. You are King Andrew. Yeah, calling from the Western Bell. Yeah, the people forgot to know George. We are our president. He is the human magnet. And 2029, it will be very hard for the Unity Party because we will not joke. We will come and vote our president back to power. So we are not deterred. We are not thinking. We only pray for him for long life because all their strategies so that it can fail. Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Manju.
Good afternoon. Chief, you on the air, speak. Hello. Hello?
Hello. This is Jonas. I'm from District 10.
Jordan, talk louder.
Yeah. I'm sorry because if you can compare two things that don't have the same character, how you will compare who we have? Jonas is a whole human being. Waka is a half human being. He made Karen Patrick. So you will compare, you will look at it to compare Joshua with Waka. Even that you can compare day and night.
My man, we're not comparing. Chief, We're talking about we as personality. Then I need to stop the concept because most of you are not following the discussion. You think you can't be talking about Boaka to elevate Boaka? My responsibility to elevate we are not to talk about Boaka. Hello.
How are you, Chief? How are you coming?
Yeah, fine.
This is Nathan Abenego, call from District 10.
Yeah, let's hear you.
You know, President, we are portraying Memorial is a Messiah. And this is a man who possesses and carries the crown of materialism. So it is not doubt. This man is a human magnet. He was born to lead the Liberian people to the promised height. And so the man applaud his articulations, his characteristics in the country. I think it's something that's matter. We as a follower of him, we as a disciple, I think we need to be mimic about his character because we need to defend such and to put that into history. Remember that history is like a count of my early life. So for that, we are adapting that and we are being so much in the society for patriotism and nationalistic. I think that is so genuine for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very nice one. Very good. Very witty character. Thank you so much. God bless you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing? My name is Abraham M. Kereko. I'm a Gaji DC2. Hello?
Abraham, we're waiting for you.
Thank you, brother.
Hello again.
You see, the guy there, they call the Unity Party. The guy there, they worry.
By way.
The reason why they going all around saying that President, we are sick. You understand? But the grace of God in the name of the Almighty Allah, turn it to the now, President, we are coming back.
Yeah.
And President, we are coming back to continue the project that the work that you are doing in the interest of the Liberian people. You know, President, we are men who have been working through all in the interest of the Liberian people. So there's the reason why all Liberians now, majority of Liberians now, wishing for him to come back. And inshallah, in the name of the Almighty Allah, he will come back. And the Almighty Allah be with President we have. And the Almighty Allah got everyone at all and give us long life for now to turn it on the now. For us to come back again and make President we have the second time President of the Republic of Liberia. Thank you very much.
The sick man went to the mosque today. At least the sick man went. Nobody holding the sick man. The sick man not relying on anybody to move. The sick man walks normally. Oh, Ella. Sick man Jovia. Sick man Jovia can train all by himself in the gym. The sick man can come out, walk normally in the streets. The crowd turn out in the multitude to see the sick man. The sick man is healthy, is physical. The sick man is not relying on anybody. Ego. Yeah. There was when you get serious soul, rotten soul, stink soul, you can look at it. The sin around your soul that's so funky off. You can't see it. That another person who really don't have anything, but you think that person has something. That how you looking with Unity Party. They get a bad stink, dirty soul, but they say we are sick. And you saw the sick man. Every time you say something about him, he shows you people that you're not thinking right. The thing that you're hoping and the evil that you're hoping for against we are, it will join inside. And your men are getting sick and sick. You should not be careful. We are not himself. When you see we are, you see God's work. You be careful. Every time you wish a person evil, every time you wish the person evil, it goes back to you. If you don't know, many of you call yourselves Christians, you don't know. It's in the very Bible. Every time you wish a person evil, because God sees the heart, it goes back to you. You will be prophesying negative thing on your house. People prophesy, they say, oh, the person are there, oh, the person are there. When they went home, they met death news. Then they started thinking. You have to be careful. Let's intellectualize the issues. If you think it is politics to say all kinds of things, oh, the man sick, the man this and that. And are your men sick? And your men and your on sick bed and sickness all in your camp? You sit down. You'll be hoping for we are death. You'll be hoping we are illness. when you already have a serious illness, accident in waiting. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
Mr. Andrew, this is not important quick view. Mr. Andrew, the people won't take our mind from the real topic.
Exactly. But we're not happy. We yeah. We yeah. We're not happy. We know.
Then you tell them say they sick.
Don't mind it.
They want to run away from the real topic.
But then smart.
And let me just be boy and tell you, Mr. Andrew, they saw the crowd. The crowd they saw they water for the groundbreaking. It made them confused. They know what to say.
And today again, they saw today.
They don't know what's happening to base on and they are baseless. So that the problem was you they shit. It's for the poor shit. They say what you say about shit that don't have shit that have looking. You don't have shit. All men that are supposed to get shit. You don't get shit. Somebody wants to carry you to the hospital. You are saying somebody you say somebody wants to get to the hospital. Then you see the person every day. You see the person testify the state. Then you tell them say the person saying you never got get shit. So if you want to say about guy we people to say about guy. Because they got get shit. So let me go. Turn now. I'll play again. Thank you for putting me the time.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Nice weekend. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Great.
Listen, we are G.
We are G.
One of the things I would like to say is 2 persons in the Republic of Labrador, we have to be careful with that. And the CDC chapel have to be very careful. Jabara Kun and Bwaka, they are not a good people.
My man, talk. We are personality. You don't can be talking about those people here, my man. Where's that? Okay, I see you. I'm talking. We are magnet. We are the magnetic personality. Then you can't talk about Kun and those two people. I told you they can never ever beat George. We are in election. Those two people said they are infinitesimal. Just leave that thing. You saw it today. Now you see what the people are doing. When I was coming on the air, the guys in the newsroom, what they were saying. That same Andrew, we are in need to be coming outside. If we are coming outside, then how politicians are. Yeah, we see that every day. Their country will turn into some kind of upside down thing. And the reason they gave from what they saw on Saturday and today, they say no, we are in need to be coming outside. If we are comes outside just like the other politicians, the whole country will be upside down, and there will be chaos. There will be accident. People will die. They base that on what they saw on Saturday and today. Just today, what they saw, when everybody or majority of the people thought that was the groundbreaking ceremony, so people turned out. But today, the man just came out to go to the mosque. The entire place, you see multitude again. So if it is announced that he's coming on Ashmore Street, imagine what will happen. My people, just before I left the newsroom, I told the guy I agree with you. We have to be begging. We are not to come outside. Because when we are come outside, yaka. Che! If we are just people, just you see comments down where they go on the other side, 3 o'clock, there's also 4 o'clock, on that. We can move like that. We can move. My man, the man is the most popular politician in this country. The most popular person, let me tell the politician from that. The most popular person in this country. The only man upon which the peace, stability, security of this country rests. I can see why we are, but when I'm telling you all the thing, you don't believe it. Why we are when he's in the country, he keeps it cool. Not that he can move around. He knows who he is. He knows the people that he commands. He commands 90% of the population of this country. And that's what we see every day. When he's leaving the country, he leaves quietly. When he's coming into the country, the Unity Party The United Party can make everybody to know that we are coming back. Oh, they're doing it. They're sending armed people to the airport. They don't want you, man. If we are alone, he will come in quietly. He leaves quietly. He stay here quietly. Because he knows who he is. If we are just step out, just we are say he walking, just taking a stroll. Hey, forget it. Traffic black. People will lose their materials. Accident will take place. All kinds of things will happen. Because that one man in the international community knows that to be evidently true, that this man is the only personality in Liberia upon which the peace, stability, and security of this country rests. That is why when they send something, they go to him at his rehab office and tell him, Mr. Former President, you either intervene or we come to beg you. We come to share this idea, or we came to solicit your idea, your input. Why do we always reference him? Because he is the leading opposition figure, the only opposition figure that commands 85 to 90%. And listen, going forward, no political party. That thing the other people doing, they better start finding way to judge we are. Right now, I tell you, there is a shift in the atmosphere. There is a paradigm shift. Right now, George Weah can face Unity Party all by himself and defeat Unity Party. Let's put it to the test and you will see. George Weah going into 2029, I can tell you, don't need any political party, don't need any collaboration, don't need any coalition, don't need any merger. George Weah alone can face Unity Party and beat them hands down with a golf margin. So all the political parties, they better come to their senses and join George Weah. And you're seeing it all over the place. Let George Weah come outside this evening, just around the town or any place. You will see again. You will see multitude. You will see the man's popularity has increased more than it was in the past. And you take such person for joke? You must be living in a dream world.
Joe. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come. CDC build. CDC red. CDC red. Take what just come in. Joe. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come. CDC build. CDC red. CDC red. Take what just come in. Sunday.
Wagwan must struggle.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come. CDC build. CDC red. CDC red. Take what just come in. CDC come. CDC build. CDC red. CDC red. Take what just come in. CDC come. CDC build. CDC red. CDC red. Take what just come in.
I know. There's a reason why I'm playing it over and over. I'm imagining my girls, my boys, see them dancing in the identical part.
Yeah, we building a new home.
Oh, my guys in Waterside, red light, Douala Market, all the boys. I can see you in your CDC t-shirt, your CDC lapels, your beret, and you're going KKKK.
CDC are ready. Let's go. CDC are ready. Let's go.
KKKK. Let's see the guys dancing this identical posture. I like to see them dancing.
Let's go.
You're sorry. My girls in Waterside, on the table, in Douala, Logita, everywhere. You see them in the community. They know how to dance their identical part. It's high beat, high tempo. They're identical. See them. Oh, no. The CDC girls, they're too smart. They're quick to catch, quick to pick up. This identical part, they know it. That kick. This is the part you use to tease our belly on the other side. Oh God! Oh, the CDC guys are too clever. I saw the girls performing their identical motion. Yeah, there you go.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Josephus Mane, thank you so much. Somebody asked whether the doctor himself is involved. The boy sounds like him, eh? Oh, yes. The doctor himself, you know. Yes, the man himself.
Jaw. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. Y'all ready?
Josephus, you get it? That's the man himself. That we are himself, Josephus. Yes, Josephus. You ask. It sounds like Big Papa himself. Yes. Listen.
Jaw. Rastafari.
That is sick man. That is sick man singing. A sick man made music before. The same man, United Party, sick man, the same man say. Yeah. When you feel ahead of time, ahead of your feeling time, you can feel ahead of your feeling time. Unity Party feel ahead of their feeling time. So they just hanging on petty things and petty, stooping so low. The data. Don't worry, I'll take a few of your calls, then we'll go, yeah, at a weekend. But keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. I see you people are still holding on. Okay. Well, let's listen to the data.
Jaw. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle me.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come, CDC come, CDC build, CDC build, CDC red, CDC red. Take what just come in. Yeah, we building a new home. Let's build. Let's build. The men they fought the war, them not make it one way. Hey, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, and we can do it again. Say, let's build. Let's build. The men they fought the war, them not make it one way. Say, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, now we can do it again. Now watch this. We coming again. We coming again. We coming again.
We will do it again.
We coming again. We coming again. We coming again. CDC coming again.
Flying blueprints, breaking ground. A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising. The rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start. Through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
Let's build. The men they fought the war, them not make it. Hey, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, and we can do it again. Say, we are the masters. This is our party. It's not a building. This is an idea. This is our struggle. This is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
The Blue Revolution is building a new home.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I want a mission and I don't know how to get it.
What music?
Let me say, I want to play the groundbreaking mission. I got my son. I want to play on to be played to people passing my ears.
Call Israel. Israel get and we'll get to you, yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
how are you?
Fine.
Andrew, thank you for the good job, man. Thank you. Australia, God bless you. Andrew, in a country, who can defeat Georgia? Nobody can defeat Georgia. Anyway, this is Eddie Callie, my brother. I'm calling for looking town. Who can defeat Georgia? Allen will be Allen, 2005. The way Georgia tracked Allen in the play, we know that. How Allen far away to, we know what all happened. We were here. So those supporting Shara said 2005 was the person. Who can defeat Georgia? They ever Georgia? My brother, lead that team, man. Central and now is setting. Georgia, you cannot defeat Georgia, my brother. The man is too big for United Party. Okay? So we don't need to worry on that thing. Say, Andrew, thank you for the good work, man.
Thank you too. Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I thought I speak calling from Broad Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for
Talk louder, madam. Talk louder. Oh. So before we go, let me share with you a couple of things apart from the magnet personality. I'm doing fine.
I'm married over calling from Mount Hadley.
Yeah.
Yes, until they say they want to bring this country to a large jobs that to work in the so if they get them happen. If they get out of my they never want to do that before. What happened like that because of peace. So the people they are confused. They say part of people I can't what they do. They will never ever win jobs here. And for that time, see the single every date between 2005 and 2011, they must be lying. They just joking. Because they remember 2029, we will open our eyes. I want to say our future. They must rather do this. Because that's when they 2023 we're not LIA. We'll be there tomorrow with our baby that will be there until the next they will be
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So the Ministry of Information, even though the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Beslow Yanti, when Bwaka went to the United States, where Donald Trump gave him A+ for good English, she was asked by the BBC about the United States request to accept deportees or unwanted individuals to Liberia. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs denied that. She said that wasn't true. Nothing of such was discussed during the meeting. And Liberia is not open to accepting such requests, if any was made from the United States government. Fast forward, we have an indication, even though she said nothing of such came on the table.
To return to that issue of welcoming deportees, it's been reported that Liberia received communications from the US before this meeting suggesting that, and you say it didn't come up during the talks, but did you receive some sort of message from the US before?
Prior to coming to this meeting in the US, we have received no information about deportees. And I think there's a lot of miscommunication. We have had discussions while here in DC around different types of engagements around migration, but we have had no communication on deportees, as you indicate.
There was a rather highly publicized moment during the public portion of the meeting where President Trump praised President Bwaka's English. You speak such that issue of welcoming deportees. It's been reported that Liberia received communications from the US before this meeting suggesting that, and you say it didn't come up during the talks, but did you receive some sort of message from the US before?
Prior to coming to this meeting in the US, we have received no information about deportees. And I think there's a lot of miscommunication. We have had discussions while here in DC around different types of engagements around migration, but we have had no communication on deportees, as you indicate.
There was.
No, she denied. Here is it. This, let's assume it is not in agreement or nothing of such was discussed. So we take it that way as she denied. But we have an indicator which will point to that, because this individual who is in the media now, a Sloven or Slovakian, a deportee. The government has agreed to accept this man. Against that backdrop, the Ministry of Information is having an unannounced or emergency news conference to explain the reasons for this decision. When we raise that, they say, oh, fortunately, the next morning, BBC asked that same question and said, good, let me hold it, because I know that as time passes by, something will come up. Not a surprise to me. That's why I try looking for this identical interview in our gallery.
To return to that issue of welcoming deportees, it's been reported that Liberia received communications from the US before this meeting suggesting that, and you say it didn't come up during the talks, but did you receive some sort of message from the US before?
Prior to coming to this meeting in the US, we have received no information about deportees. And I think there's a lot of miscommunication. We have had discussions while here in DC around different types of engagements around migration, but we have had no communication on deportees, as you indicate.
Listen carefully. This is from the government of the Republic of Liberia, headed by Joseph Yuma Boakai, Unity Party Rescue Government. Liberia receives Mr. Kilma Armando Abrigo Garcia on humanitarian and temporary grounds. Please listen to the name carefully. A Scandinavian name. Kilma Armando Abrigo Garcia. If not a Scandinavian, a Spanish, or South American. The government of Liberia, the government of the Republic of Liberia, has announced its decision to receive Mr. Kilma Armando Abrigo Garcia on a strictly humanitarian and temporary basis, following a formal request from the government of the United States of America, following a formal request from the government of the United States of Liberia. This decision was reached after extensive consultations with relevant national and international stakeholders, reflecting Liberia's enduring commitment to upholding the principles of human dignity, international solidarity, and compassion in times of distress. Liberia's actions are guided by both international humanitarian norms and its own long-standing tradition of offering refuge to those in need. As one of Africa's oldest republics, Liberia has historically extended protection and goodwill to individuals and communities needing assistance, including African freedom fighters and democracy advocates who once found safety on Liberian soil. In this instance, Liberia's decision reaffirms its role as a responsible member of the international community and a country that remains committed to humanitarian cooperation anchored on law, due process, and mutual respect among nations. The government, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, will continue to engage closely with the United States government, the U.S. Department of State, to ensure that all assurances and arrangements between the two countries are fully observed. The process will be undertaken in strict coordination with competent Liberian security, immigration, and justice authorities, as well as with international partners, to guarantee the highest standard of safety, transparency, and humane treatment. The implementation of this decision will adhere to the following safeguards. 1. Comprehensive security screening and vetting by the relevant Liberian authorities prior to and upon arrival. 2. Respect for due process and human rights, including access to appropriate legal and procedural protections in keeping with international obligations. 3. Non-refoulement assurance, ensuring that Mr. Abrigo Garcia would not be returned to any country where he may face a substantial risk of persecution, torture, or other serious harm. 4. Coordination with the United Nations and other partners to explore durable and lawful solutions consistent with international law, including potential resettlement or lawful transfer where appropriate. The government of Liberia welcomes the United States' acknowledgement of this humanitarian act and notes that this action was undertaken voluntarily, in good faith, and solely on humanitarian grounds. This decision underscores the long-standing friendship between Liberia and the United States, built upon shared values of humanity, freedom, and justice. Liberia remains committed to strengthening international partnerships that promote lawful, humane, and sustainable approaches to global protection and humanitarian cooperation. This is the government statement. So what the government is simply saying, it was not a coerced or forced decision. They took the decision personally on humanitarian grounds that, given this man's condition, we agree to accept him